Welcome to Card of the Day with LadySpeech. If you're here, you're right on time. If you're seeing this message is for you. What's up, everybody? It's your favorite hood healer. It's your favorite hood high priestess. It's your favorite motivational dominatrix. It's your favorite auntie, captain, pirate, goddess, king. LadySpeech in the place to be, and I want to welcome you back to my channel. You could be anywhere in the world. As a matter of fact, you are somewhere in the world. And you're also sharing just a little bit of time and a little bit of space with me. So thank you for that. If you like what I'm doing, if you like what you see, if you're feeling this, if you're feeling any of me, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notifications bell, so you can keep up with all of my shenanigans and happenings and all my goings-ons. Now, let's get into today's card of the day, shall we? All right, y'all. If you're here, you're right on time. If you're seeing this message is for you. We're going to be working with the Kyle Gray Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck today. And the card that we have pulled is the Hermit. The message of the Hermit is all about retreat and recharge. First and foremost, let's take a good look at this card. When we get into this card, we see this man, this figure, this person. He is sitting in a meditative pose. He is turned inward. He is in the cave of his mind. He is in the cave of his heart. He is in the cave of deep surrender. This space, this state of mind, is a state of recharging, is a space where he is being poured into by the cosmos, is a space where he is plugging in. The Hermit card brings us a message today about how important it is to plug in. How important it is for us to seek outlets where we can be fed. Let's think about our phones. You can look at, if you download Netflix on your smartphone, you can plug your smartphone in and watch Netflix all day on your phone. Many of us have been guilty of this, and there's nothing wrong with it if you have. You can sit back and watch your Hulu. You can sit back and watch all of your streaming apps all day long on your phone if your phone is plugged in. If your phone is not plugged in, you can only watch Netflix. You can only watch these streaming, shows on your phone for a few hours at a time before your phone, dies out. We need to have places where we plug in. We need to have things that pour into us. We need to have ways to gain energy. Every encounter that we have every single day of our life either takes from us or pours into us. It either requires something from us or it replenishes us. So this card reminds us to plug in. Find places to plug in. This could mean many different things. Speaking of your phone, you can have a series of videos saved from YouTube or other places, or even just saved on your phone that automatically uplift your heart, automatically uplift your spirit, automatically make your soul sing. You can have a playlist, a music playlist that really feeds you, that feeds into you, that uplifts you, that makes you feel good. People who pour into you. Books, literature, articles. It can be a plethora of the crystals, but this card reminds us that we must have places where we plug in. Also, that's in other ways that you can plug in, physical ways. Let's talk about the spiritual ways of plugging in. Going back to the actual card, this man is in deep meditation, okay? Prayer, meditation, your spiritual practice, as you give to it, your spiritual practice should be giving to you. It should be replenishing you. My spiritual practices require a lot. They require a lot in regards to my time. They require a lot in regards to study. They require a lot in regards to learning, dedication. They require a lot, but also as I give As I give of myself to my faith also gives back to me. Whatever faith you practice, make sure that it is pouring into you, that you are plugging into the ways that it is built to pour into you. Retreating. Sometimes you have to back away. Sometimes you have to get out of public. You ain't got to be everywhere, baby. You ain't got to be involved in everything. When we think about hermit energy, it's solitude energy. It's solitary energy. Now, this card is not saying that you cannot have community, or you should not seek community, or you should not be with community, or that you should live a lonely existence. But the Hermit card reminds us of the value in solitude, of the value in retreating, of the value in having alone time, where you replenish yourself, where you are replenished by your faith, by whatever elements you choose and you allow to replenish you. You know, it reminds us, that hermit energy reminds us the value of keeping our own company. Keeping our own company. There is different types of alone time. There is alone time that is all about developing ourselves, where you study. There is alone time where we are working on ourselves. We're doing our healing work. There is alone time where we are just existing. We're not doing anything. We're just literally existing, you know. There is alone time where we are plotting and planning for the future. There is alone time where we are resting ourselves. There is alone time when we are replenishing ourselves, when we are pouring into ourselves, when we are recharging ourselves. All of those types of alone times are very important for our sanity, for our mental health, for our stability, and for our growth. Speaking of growth, the Hermit card definitely brings that energy in. That retreat, it is definitely about rest. It is definitely about recharging. But also this energy, this card, this deck, this message brings us the message that it is important to have alone time so that we can grow. So that we can expand. There is growing that happens among community. There is growing that happens in relationships. There is growing that happens, in the familial unit. And then there is growing that happens alone. There is a dialogue that happens with self that can only happen when there was only the self. All right. So the Hermit reminds us of the necessariness of alone time. It reminds us that we need to retreat. It reminds us that we need to recharge. It reminds us that we need to take a second. And this also means taking a second from social media too, okay? Some of us spend all day alone, but we're on our phones connecting with people. There's still connection. There's still an aspect of not being alone. And, it's really easy to say, it's really easy, to plug in community. That's the beauty of like a digital world. But also it's necessary sometimes to unplug from all of that, to take a couple of hours. It's okay to take a couple of hours, to take a couple of days and not post a status. It's okay to step all the way away for a while in the spirit of recharging. So it's okay to turn off the notifications for all of those apps. Just turn off the notifications. Start there. It's okay. It's okay to say, you know what, every morning I'm going to get up and I'm not going to get on social media for at least 1 hour. I'm just going to sit inside of myself, okay? And all levels of alone time are needed. Sometimes taking 5 minutes, sometimes you need 10 minutes, sometimes you need an entire day, sometimes you need an entire week. Sometimes you can't do an entire day, you can't do an entire week, but if you can catch an hour, if you can catch 15 minutes, if you can catch 20 minutes, regular and consistent alone time. And remember, like I said before, there are different types of alone time. But regular and consistent recharging time is needed. Just like with your phone, for maximum charge, you need to leave it on the charger for a while. So make sure you're doing that. Make sure you're recharging yourself. Ask yourself, where are the outlets? What things recharge you? Who recharges you? If you only have one or two things on your, make a list. And if you only have one or two things on your list, it's time to expand that list. From big things that you can use as outlets to little things that you can use as outlets. Things that recharge you, things that bring you life, you know what I'm saying? Things that, you know, pour into you. Is it your altars? Is it, you know, a certain type of music? Is it plants? You know, things that when you look at it, when you interact with it, it pours into you, okay? Make a list. Make a list. Make a list. And plug in. Recharge, y'all. Retreat and recharge. Retreat and recharge. Retreat and recharge. And that's that on rest. And that's that on retreat. And that's that on recharging. If you made it to the end of this video, gold star for you. Thank you so very much for your support. I appreciate it. Make sure you do all of that. Do all the resting. Retreat when and where you can. Recharge. Recuperate. Get that alone time. Get that alone time. All right? All right. Just in case nobody has told you today, you are wonderful and so very divine. Thank you for surviving everything you have. And on that note, I'm going to let you go on about your day. I didn't want to take up all your time. I just want to take up a little bit of your time. I didn't want to take up all your time. I just wanted to take up a little bit of your time. Once again, we were working with, let me grab it. Hello. Okay. That's what's up. We are working with the Kyle Gray Angels and Ancestors Oracle deck. That's right. This was a gift from my Amazon wish list from one of my lovely crew members. I'm a pirate. I'm a pirate, so I'm coming up with a, you know, a name for the gang, for the crew. We're definitely a crew. We're definitely a crew. Many of you, now that I have been named, I've been blessed with the title of being a pirate. Many of you have asked to be on my crew, and the answer is yes. You can be on my crew. You can be in my crew. I'm coming up with a cool name for the crew because, you know, we gotta be cool. We're dope. We're doing pirate things. We have to have a cool pirate name for the boat and for the crew. So I'm coming up with that. I'm loving this. I'm a whole pirate. Do you see my bandana? I'm a whole pirate. I was made for this. 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 Pirate, goddess, king, LadySpeech in the place to be. Anti-pirate, goddess, king. Anti-pirate, goddess, king. I love it so much. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. If you like what I'm doing, if you like what you see, if you're feeling this, if you're feeling me, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the notifications bell. I can't remember if I did the intro, outro already, but if I did, you got it twice. If I didn't, there you go. There you go. But you know, do all the things, like it, subscribe to it, and then get notified about it, baby. Like it, subscribe to it, then get notified about it, baby. That's right, do all the things so we can just keep doing this. You know you want to. I'm here for you anytime you press play. I'm here for you anytime you press replay. And on that note, I'll see you later, alligator, after a while, crocodile. See ya later, alligator, after a while, crocodile. See you later, alligator, after a while, crocodile. Peace.